Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's Lionel. Hey, I'm your host for LT Productions, and you are watching I Watch You Watch. We are covering the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. This is season 5, episode 8. I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Please like this video and also subscribe to my channel if you are new, and you can leave your comments below. All right, so let's get into this episode. Okay, so we started off this episode. I think the episode got messy for no reason, and Lisa, you're the cause of it. Let me just start off with that, and that's all I gotta say at this moment. So we start off the episode with Heather, Meredith, and Lisa. They go to the spa and they get pampered up and all that good stuff. So they talk about what Heather and Brown are going through and why she's not going on the trip. Heather is switching things up, and she's lying, and she's saying that Brown, I was hearing Brown apologize, but she never said that she apologized for anything. Do you hear yourself when you talk? Heather, you're up here saying that she wanted me to take accountability for this and that I'm a crappy person. All the woman said is, I've been messy and you've been messy. Why can't you apologize for that? You don't believe you're messy because you think you can do all this other stuff around here. You got this fault-finding spirit and acting like you're not a part of the mess. That's weird, and that is crazy, lady. So, they're taking it all in. Meredith is looking at Lisa, and Lisa's looking at Meredith. So, she said, but basically, she wanted me to come over just to apologize so I can even be allowed to come on the trip. Like, she said that she was all over the place. No, she was direct, and she was accountable for what she did. She even said that if you think that I'm messing in this, I apologize in regards to that, so that we can move forward. Lady, I know that this person is new, but I don't understand why you just want to keep her on the outside so bad. You don't even want to get to know her or anything outside of those few minutes. I understand what you went through with Chime, lady. Congratulations on your lawsuit being won against her. She got to pay you a lot of money for the debts that she owes you for your beauty lab place. But you're not giving her a chance, and you want to look like you're Snow White. Really just this church girl that don't do nothing, and just you're the one that calls out the BS. No, you're messy too, because I heard you say this and this, and I don't even know if you said it in the same way that you said it there. Did you ask Whitney? Like, you're too busy saying, well, she said it this way. If her and Whitney, Brown and Whitney, she said, hey, I said this about you while I wasn't in your presence. Whitney accepted it, but for some reason, you're not accepting it. You think that she's doing this, da-da-da-da. Since that day, I have not seen Brown switch up and even operate like, oh, I'm saying this in front of you, da-da-da-da-da. No. I've seen her up front. Like, I think that how can I say this? I think she did what she thought that the group that needed now. But, hey, I'm not going to say this in front of you and not say it to your face, or I'm not going to be crazy. I'm not going to distribute whatever you thought that you were distributing, what I was distributing out before, Heather. So you're really weird. So Lisa gets on. She's agitated with Brown, and they got off this FaceTime call about the trip. Like, she had to see if how me and John were going to be, if we're going to be okay as far as being with them. And it's not what she said, it's how she said it. What did she say? She said, are you going to be comfortable with, because I have Whitney and Justin coming along, so are you and John going to be okay? You know, the last time she's seen you two and those four, basically, there was a heated altercation. We don't know if anything's worked out. We don't want part two at our thing. And you act like that is so inappropriate. Like, oh my God, like, she's asking me if like we're just bandits out there. I mean, you still did want to fight, and I understand why you wanted to defend your wife, John. At the same time, we don't want any problems on our trip. And I don't know what other kind of way that could have been asked. So we just finding out that Lisa's in the way. Meredith is also feeling some type of way about going on this trip because of what Angie's husband, Sean, has been saying on this podcast. Meredith is using Brooks as pawn. It's like some type of way to soften Meredith about what the evil stuff that she was doing, as far as the rumors from last season and all that good stuff. And Meredith's like, I don't know how I feel about that. We find out that Meredith had a conversation with Sean at the wedding anniversary. And he said, and we heard the comments after she said, I don't appreciate that. That's hurtful. He said, well, that's just how I feel. Now, we know in the trailer, Seth is going to confront that. As far as not that's how he feels, but about what Sean was saying. Now, for some reason, Seth had to show out some type of proof. So I wonder what Sean is going to say, because it sounds like he's backtracking whatever he said during this Palm Springs trip, whatever. All right, so, so we leave that situation. Everybody's getting packed, all that good stuff. I'm not going to go into all the individual stuff. They're just packing and all that good stuff. There is a private jet. Brown and Mr. Todd, they are loaded. Lord, so much luxury, style, all that. Brown was like, okay, let me see where I can sit people. Let's see who's not fighting with one another. So things were going well. We didn't know this at the time until after they got on the till they got to Palm Springs. But Brown, Meredith, and Lisa, they had a conversation and said, hey, this is what Heather was saying and da-da-da-da-da about what you were doing to her. And we found out a little bit later, but Brown said, well, it doesn't seem like you were taking up for me at all. She didn't say that to them, I don't think. But she's like, well, that's not the incorrect, it's all loopy and crazy and all that good stuff. So that's kind of crazy to me also from Lisa. And we're going to get into that in just a few minutes. You didn't even try to contact her to see what's up. Lisa said when she was with Heather that Brown didn't try to see how she was doing during the whole altercation type of thing. I'm kind of going all over the place because some of the conversations kind of are mix and mingle. But I'll put it on hold so that I don't keep jumping ahead and all that good stuff. So we get to Palm Springs, all that good stuff. Lisa and Meredith are going to hang with each other. And that's kind of like... it's uncomfortable because they're trying to figure out what's going on. But beforehand, Meredith and Seth are trying to find a bathtub, because that's what the bathtub and what Meredith likes. And it's like, we may need to go somewhere else, because there's no bathtub. We understand that Meredith loves bathtubs, but oh my Lord, this is not a trip that you're not even paying for. And oh my Lord. And I love Meredith, even though people think that she's so boring. It's a different personality. Everybody don't have to be on 10 all the time. I still love her. So basically, the couples, John, Lisa, Meredith, Seth, are going to be over in their place over there. And they're making little comments, Brown and Angie and Whitney, about, okay, they're going to be over there. There was some other things, Sean and Angie, they were trying to play volleyball, but she was trying to play soccer with the volleyball and kept throwing it in the pool. And she had to go get the soccer ball. The main event, so that we can get everything going. Whitney, Angie, Brown, all of them are over there, and then you got Meredith and Lisa at the pool sitting together. And I understand that there's tension between each other. I just don't understand why nobody wants to talk to one another. I understand why Lisa and Whitney aren't talking. That's fine. I understand Lisa and Angie aren't talking. I just don't understand why there's no type of, hey, let's talk, let's have a good time while we're on this trip. Nobody wants to do this. So Angie is going to break the ice and bring all the ladies around, and she's going to get, I think it's tequila shots, I think it is. So she goes, gets that, and everyone takes cheers, cheers, cheers. Because Brown was like, it's quite awkward. The men are menning. I don't think that they said anything while she was there, but as soon as Brown got up, that's when they said, oh, I miss Heather. Let's call Heather. They get Heather on FaceTime to say, hey, we miss you. And she's like, look, I wouldn't be calling her. This is stupid to be calling her right now, no matter if she's there or not. I guess this is a way for Heather to get a paycheck. And that's how some of the girls do. All that good stuff, blah, 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 blah. So, Lisa's there. We miss you. Brown was coming back. And she's like, oh, So you're just calling Heather right now? Da, 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 da. They get off the phone with her, and Brown was like, so you're just going to call her, like, right now, while we're on this trip? It's like, yeah, we miss her, and we know that you got some issues between her, and hopefully you guys work it out and all that. And then Brown was like, well, it seems like that you guys are really apt to listen to her as to what she's saying, and not want to listen to what I have to really say about the whole situation. Lisa was like, no, it's not that. I'm really trying to stay out of it, and you're not staying out of it. Brown went on into details and was just reading Lisa down like, Lisa, you're not being a friend that I am to you. That's fine, but I'm sitting up here speaking for you. And when people are saying negative things about you, I will tell them that's not the Lisa that I know. And it seems like you're not telling Heather around other people about me. Like there's no type of backup when it comes to me, and that's quite shitty. And Lisa's really just sitting there dumbfounded. Then I'm gonna come over closer to you, Bronwyn. And look, you are my friend and all that good stuff. And Bronwyn was still just laying into her. Like it's like you want me to ride your D, but you won't do that for me. And you're sitting up here making me look like I'm something that I'm not, and that's not cool. That's what Andy has felt too, in so many words. I don't know what it is and what's going on with Lisa, because it's like, Lisa, you really took a U-turn, especially with someone who hasn't done you wrong. All of a sudden, you're upset because someone's thinking of you in a different manner, because the last time that we saw you, you were ready to mollywop someone, or at least your husband was, and they're asking, is everything going to be okay on this trip? That's something that you would ask, ma'am, and that's so crazy. I don't think that she said it in any way, and it's not just it's not because I like Brown. It's just like, what's going on here? So really, Lisa don't really have nothing to say. She can't reassure Brown of anything, and that's your own doing, Lisa. I mean, it's just crazy. You created all this turmoil, and it only seems like there's only loyalty to Heather, and Heather and Lisa have this loyalty. There's this pattern going on. Someone did say on social media, it seems like the OGs are kind of staking their claim and just saying, look, newbie, you're going to have to find your own way in this. And I think that that's crazy because it's a friend group. Whatever's going on with the show, that's crazy. So Bronwyn and Todd, she goes and talks to Whitney, but whatever. Whitney's just listening. Whitney's probably going to use that later on, but okay, Bronwyn. So later on, Todd comes in, and Todd is just like, look, do we need to get them a car, get them somewhere where they else can go, because I'm not going to really tolerate this. They need to cut the ish and stop it. Now, I can say something or you can say something. She's like, well, I think I'm a little bit more nicer than you, so let me say something. Well, Todd went out to just talk to John, said, hey, look, whatever Lisa got going on with Brown, I don't want this weekend. If you guys cannot cool it down, you guys got to go. So John goes talks to Lisa and says, hey, Todd is upset about this and that, and that's at least the part that we know. I know that in the previews that they're going to eventually kick Lisa and John out. So obviously they're not going to tolerate it. Again, overall, Heather, you are a liar and a gaslighter. And you act like you are Mary Poppins, and you're not. Lisa, I don't know why you took this very wild turn. I've been defending you a lot this season, but it's like, ma'am, you're very self-absorbed. And it's just like, how dare you ask me these questions? Like, who are you, Lisa Barlow? I don't want to say I love you, but you're cool for the show or whatever. But who are you? A friend that you know. And you think that somehow I don't like how you said that to me. Well, how come you didn't say that? I just got off the phone really upset. So then you're going to give this person a cold shoulder on her trip. Who are you, ma'am? I'm waiting to see these fireworks between Seth and Meredith. Seth just got home the afternoon before they were about to go to Palm Springs. He announces that this is a Saturday while they're in Palm Springs. He's got to leave tomorrow. And Meredith's like, no, that's not cool. He's like, well, it's going to take me a while. I got to travel to Minneapolis just to get back to Ohio. It's a long flight just so I can get back to work and all that good stuff. Meredith's not having that, and she doesn't like that he's doing that to her. So they're back to those problems again about being away for too long and working too much. But that was all. Yeah. So chop for you, Lisa, because you're crazy. Everything revolves around you, and Brownwood read you down, and that's just that. And I'm glad that she stays on your arse. I can't wait to the reunion. I want to see how Brownwood actually navigates this stuff, because she's going to drill a point in. Whether you actually submit or whatever, she's going to let you know. This, that, bam. And that's just it. All right, I do appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Please like this video and also subscribe to my channel. And you can leave your comments below. Until the next one, peace.